Happy Wednesday. We have a full 15 game slate, including some day baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and congratulations, you made it to the middle of the week. That's right, we are smack dab in the middle. And yesterday should have been a 4-0 day, at least a 3-1 day. We'll talk about it, but we lost the 2-hitter parlays and won the other two. It was a 2-2 day. We get through it, but man, oh man, am I not happy about Mr. Bellinger and Mookie Betts just sucking. But we have a Dinger Tuesday winner from yesterday, as you guys are waiting to hear, and it was a doozy. So let's pull it up. There it is. Congratulations to lots of letters 23 for winning the Dinger Tuesday contest with Willie Castro at a humongous plus 800. Hope you put some money of your own on that because that was a nice winner. Thank you guys for participating. We had a couple other smaller home runs hit, but for the most part, this wasn't even close. Willie Castro takes it pretty easily. So congrats on the winner. And if you are the winner, leave a comment below or reach out to me on Discord, Twitter. We'll get you that $20. So let's move on now. Reminder, NBA Best Bets video is out now. Go check it out for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. We are going to get back on track in the NBA, and we got a good winner for you with some key matchups and things like that. So, but like I said earlier, we got a full 15-game slate, including some day baseball. Who doesn't like to watch some day baseball? I'm ready to get right into it, and of course, that means the baseball fun fact, and this is pretty short and simple. Here we go. Don Larson. He was a starting pitcher who threw the only perfect game in the World Series history. But did you know he has a career record of 81 and 91? Just kind of so-so. Obviously, there's more numbers to it probably, but I just saw that, and I'm on 3 hours of sleep, so I'm not going to go any deeper into it. That's your baseball fun fact. So in this video, we're going to recap yesterday, and then we're going to talk good hitter matchups. We usually do Who's on Fire. Hitters on Fire last 7 days on Wednesdays, I know. That will be moved to tomorrow till Thursday. I had 4 kids all day on no sleep, so we're just going to move that back just to make it a little easier on us. So if you were hoping for that today, I apologize. But then we're going to go into good pitcher strikeout matchups, the pitcher report, and then wrap it all up with the best bets. And we are due for a freaking hot streak. And then we'll wrap it up with the recap. So hit that like button, leave a comment below like you guys do every single day, and hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel, as we are chasing our first 25,000 subscribers, less than 2 years of starting this channel. You guys are freaking awesome. We can't thank you enough. So let's get into it, and it starts with the recap. All right, here is the recap. I know it's 2-2, and I should just be okay, ho-hum. I'm mad, though. Honestly, this was heading towards a 4-0 day. I did not think I was going to go 2-2 because Mookie Betts would go 0 for 3 with a walk, and Cody Bellinger would go 0 for 4 in 5 at-bats, which means he also had a walk. He had 5 freaking chances. He looked horrendous, by the way. Let's start with that first one. Devers got a hit, first at-bat, no problem. Bellinger looked terrible. I watched one of his at-bats where he literally looked at a 2-0 pitch down the middle and ended up striking out on a pitch that bounced to the plate. It was just a terrible, terrible day for him. He didn't look like he wanted to play baseball. The Nerfy, easy winner in that White Sox Blue Jays, somewhat easy winner. And then this one, which we're going to try a little bit more. So I got a 2-leg parlay. Rogers, the pitcher for the Marlins, I hit no to record a win, so not to record a win. And Schmidt, 6+ Ks, I took it down 1. We got a nice winner there. Good thing I took it down 1 because he ended on 6, and I would have been really mad. For those that took over 6.5, he had 2 strike counts pretty much every single batter. So not getting 7 was just a shock there, but still a winner. Salvador Perez just continues to be a beast, gets a hit. But like I said, Mookie Betts, the Dodgers offense struggles again. They lose to the Diamondbacks. Brandon Pfaadt had like a no-hitter through 4 or 5 innings. Mookie Betts let us down. So I don't know what else to say. 2 good hitters let us down, but it is what it is. Hitter parlays, you just, that's baseball. You can go for 5 any given day. So 2-2 overall record. There's the units. We will bounce back again. We're like a month and a half into the season, a little bit more. We have months and months and months of baseball left. We can get back on track with just 2 good days, but I want like 10 good days in a row. Let's make it happen. So before we get to those best bets, though, let's start with the good hitter matchups. All right, we got 18 good hitter matchups. If you are someone who likes this segment, this is a good day. The most at-bats up there with 29, Jose Ramirez versus the lefty, Jose Quintana. We got Bellinger on there again, but I got to point out somebody on the right side, and we're going to talk about him later. But 4 down on the right, Kyle Tucker, 7 for freaking 9 with 4 extra base hits versus the lefty, Tyler Anderson, absolutely impressive. Yandy Diaz 5 for 7. How about Castellanos on the bottom? 5 for 6 with one extra base hit versus Andrew Heaney. That is literally almost hitting 100 or 1,000, whatever you say. Anyways, that's pretty incredible. And then we got a lot of other good ones to pick from too. Ryan O'Hearn 6 for 9 versus Gibson, so on and so on. But home runs wise, the surprising one, second one on the left, Salvador Perez, who's, by the way, super underrated. This guy is just unbelievable. He's been in the MLB forever. He's hitting like 340. He's just unreal. How about 8 for 21 with 3 bombs off of Tariq Skubal? That's right. Hitting off Scooby-Doo is not easy. He is the NL Cy Young favorite right now, but he is doing it pretty well so far. But those are the hitter matchups for May 22nd. And now let's talk some arms. All right, we only got one good pitcher strikeout matchup for you, but I'll give you some more info because that's what I like to do. But Michael King of the Padres going up against those Reds. Reds' third highest K percentage versus righties last 3 weeks. That's right, we're using the last 3 weeks numbers now. 25.4%. King, 61 Ks in 54.1 innings. He's been a little inconsistent, but lately he's picked it up in the last 2 games. But his last 5 starts, 7 at home against Colorado, 11 versus the Dodgers, if you remember that one. We had the Dodgers, and he absolutely mowed them down. And then 3 at Arizona, 6 at home against Philly, and 5 against Colorado again, but that was in Coors Field. So a little all over the place, but just wanted to give you guys some numbers, and you guys make up your mind if you want to bet his Ks or not. But now you're thinking, that can't be the only one. We have a lot of high strikeout pitchers. Yes, we do. But look who they're facing. So Tyler Glasnow versus the Diamondbacks, 17th highest K rate versus righties. This is the last 3 weeks. Jared Jones, the rookie versus the Giants. San Fran, 20th highest K rate. He already faced the Giants earlier this year. He had 3 Ks. Again, I believe we were on that one. Jared Jones over Ks. He had 3. Another just head shaker. Tariq Skubal versus the Royals. Royals had the 16th highest K rate, so right in the middle. And Skubal already faced him and had 6 Ks. And then the lefty Cole Reagans on the other side. What a matchup. Against the Tigers, Detroit has the 5th lowest K rate versus lefties in the last 3 weeks, which is very impressive. Obviously, Reagans is a stud, but I just want to give you all the info possible for all those high strikeout pitchers. So that's what we got for those. And now let's take a look at the pitcher report. All right, let's take a look at page 1 and the first 8 matchups. What a freaking matchup we have with Tariq Skubal versus Cole Reagans. 2 lefties, 2 of the top 5 Cy Young favorites, I believe, right now in the AL. But you can see it right there. Skubal with a 1.8 ERA and a 2.46 expected ERA, 31.6% K rate, and an elite 3.8% walk rate, not giving up hits, walks, striking out a lot. He is doing it all right now. It's the reason why he's under plus 200 as the NL Cy Young favorite right now, or AL, sorry, not NL. Cole Reagans, he's been a little more inconsistent, but still he can be electric and do pretty well. But he has a 27.6% K rate, 7.8% walk rate, right around average. So that's a great matchup there. Other than that, John Means only thrown 17.2 innings, getting a late start, 5.77 expected ERA. He's due for some negative regression. Obviously, a 0 walk rate. So 0 walks in 17.2 innings. Gibson just has not been good at this point of his career. But Michael King, like we mentioned, he's pitching a little bit better lately. And then the guy who makes a lot of money for being crappy so far, but only 11.2 innings. Blake Snell back on the mound. You can see his numbers, just absolutely huge. We'll see if he's made some adjustments. He's healthier. We'll see if he makes that. But he's going up against the rookie, Jarrett Jones, who has been absolutely solid this season. And then Taijuan Walker wraps up down there, and no pitcher for the Rangers right now. So that's page 1. If you're new to the channel, all the averages are on the bottom to give you an idea. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I changed the average numbers in like 2 days. But I mean, it would change like a decimal point. It's not huge every single day. But that's the pitcher report, page 1. Let's go check out page 2. All right, these final 7 matchups have some good ones as well. How about Bryce Miller of the first place Seattle Mariners? Guys, I don't get to say that very often in my life, so just let me say it. Usually we just want the Mariners to be good enough and get us to Seahawks season. But Miller's been awesome. The Mariner pitching staff has been unbelievable. They have 3 of the top 8 AL Cy Young favorites right now. If you look it up, it's just been unreal. But Nestor Cortez has been very good as well. How about a 2.92 expected ERA? So a good matchup there. And then we got Basset Hound. I tell you, he is here every 3 days. It's amazing that he is able to throw 90 or so pitches every 3 days. No, I'm just joking. I don't think he ever throws on the weekend, so it seems like I get him all the time. But he is not so good. 5.10 ERA. He can look good, and then he can get absolutely crushed. But going up against Mike Clevenger of the White Sox, who has not gotten off to a good start this year, as you can see. And then other than that, we got a pair of lefties in Chicago. Justin Steele, Only 19 innings so far this year. I know the numbers haven't looked great. He was a Cy Young favorite or candidate last year, and then going up against Max Fried, we tailed him last start against the Padres. I think it was last start, 2 starts ago. I don't know, dad brain. But he got rocked by the Padres. So we'll see what he does. But he is now the ace of the Brave staff. Obviously, 3.03 expected ERA. And then Tyler Glasnow in a big pitching discrepancy down there in LA after Arizona just beat the Dodgers, going up against Ryan Nelson. So 2.61 expected ERA. And then we all know Glasnow can strike out guys with the best of them. So those are the last 7 matchups. Take a screenshot. Go get some winners. And now it's time for us to freaking get some winners. And let's talk some best bets. All right, this segment of the show is brought to you by our sponsor, BetterBet. That's BTR Bet, the best place to find, track, analyze, and share your bets. Click that link below in the description. Go check it out, especially right now, because as you guys know, use that promo code JABO when you go, and you get 30 days free, plus the 7-day free trial. I mean, there's no better site right now to go keep track of all your bets. You can share your bets, find your bets, sync with all the sportsbook, etc., etc. If you're serious about gambling, this can really help you out and give you some good feedback. So, bet number 1, it's a player prop parlay. Here we go. Kyle Tucker, 1+ hit, and Jose Quintana to not record a win. That's right, to not, which means you select no on record a win. I am not saying he is going to record a win. I just want to clarify. Put these together, you get plus 100 on DraftKings. Let's talk about Kyle Tucker, 1+ hit. I mean, wouldn't it be kind of silly of me not to include him? I mean, it just would be. We saw it earlier. He's 7 for 9. 7 for freaking 9 against Tyler Anderson. He just hit 2 home runs yesterday. He has 1+ hit in 10 of 11 games. He has 12 for his last 30, so on and so on. If this doesn't scream him getting a hit, I don't know what else does. Yes, Tyler Anderson is a lefty. Obviously, it doesn't matter. He's 7 for 9 against him. But Kyle Tucker, if you don't know, he's a lefty who hits lefties. He's hitting 274 versus them this year. He hit a little over 300 against lefties last year, so it's not a problem at all. Sometimes he just ends up hitting lefties even better than righties, so that is not a worry. I almost went with Kyle Tucker over 1.5 bases. I'm not a huge bases props guy, but I was close to pulling the trigger on that, so that is an option. I think it was like plus 105, but that's the first leg. Kyle Tucker, 1+ hit. Now, let's talk about this one that we did yesterday that I'm looking more into as I'm always trying to improve and find good spots in the MLB. Jose Quintana to not record a win. So we made this bet yesterday with Mr. Rogers. Hey, Mr. Rogers, I didn't even mean to say that. But I think these could be some good looks if you're looking for, those 2-leg parlays, and these are around the minus 250s and things like that. But recording a win can be tough. As you guys know, to record a win, first you must go 5 innings at least. He's a guy he's gone 5 innings, but like exactly 5 innings. It's been very close some games. He's not a guy who's going deep into games and being super efficient or anything like that. He's a veteran. He's been around for a while. He has over a 5 ERA. It's not like we're talking about some guy who's going to go 5-6 innings and give up shutout ball or anything like that. He has given up 4+ earned runs actually in 3 of his last 5 starts, so it hasn't been pretty. He's facing the Guardians now, who obviously are a pretty good offense this year, and Tristan McKenzie. I've been a little more impressed than I thought I would be by Tristan McKenzie lately. He's pitched pretty well. He's given, limiting runs, as you can see, 1-2 earned runs, things like that. So the Guardians have the better starting pitcher on the mound in this one. They have the better offense. Quintana has made 9 starts this year, and he has recorded a win 1 time. That's it. So, reminder, even if he pitches 5+ innings and somehow does it and leaves with the lead can never be given up or he can't record a win. So there's many outs on these ones, and that's why I like it. So give me Tyle. I don't know who Tyle is. Give me Kyle Tucker 1+ hit and Jose Quintana to not record a win. Put it together, and you get plus 100 as my first best bet. All right, this second bet takes us out to Miami, Florida, where the Marlins are hosting the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers moneyline minus 135, Miami moneyline plus 114 with a total of 7 runs in this game. That's right, we have a low total, which you might know where we're heading now. We are heading down to Nerfy Town, baby. Give me the Nerfy in this game at minus 130 on DraftKings. I saw it at minus 140 on some books. 130 is kind of my limit probably on these Nerfies, but we got Freddie Peralta versus Jesus Luzardo here. So Peralta, 8-1 on Nerfies this season. We know he's a stud pitcher. He's now facing the Marlins. Bottom 5 offense versus righties. I don't need to tell you how bad they are offensively. Top of the order doesn't exactly scare me. We all know Peralta can miss a ton of bats as well. So I like Peralta. And then Jesus Luzardo, the lefty, started out the season a little rocky, went on the IL, came back in his last 2 starts, 11.2 innings, 2 earned runs given up only with 15 strikeouts. He is starting to look like the pitcher we thought we'd see more of this year. And he is also, by the way, 7-0 on Nerfies. So they are combined 15-1 on Nerfies. That's why you get these odds at -130 to -140. So he's facing a Brewers team that's been average versus lefties this year, so nothing too scary. Obviously, they got some good hitters at the top of their lineup. William Contreras, though, 1 for 9 off Luzardo. Christian Yelich's 1 for 3. We have a low total of 7 for a reason. Miami's not an easy place to hit and score runs. Give me 6 up, 6 down as my Nerfy and bet number 2. And now that is my only 2 bets, but again, I'm going to add more. I might even add more before I go to bed tonight, so be sure to check the pinned comments on Discord and on X. But I do have a few leans I want to go over real quick, 3 of them to be exact. They may be added soon. First one, Dodgers team total over 2.5 runs in the first 5 innings. Dodgers just lost 7-3 yesterday. I think they're going to bounce back. They are facing Ryan Weathers. I mean, the weather is not going to be good for him. I don't really mean that. That's just some weird, stupid thing to say. But he's been bad. It's just been ugly for him. He has just gave up 8 earned runs to the Tigers. That is hard to do. That's like them on a week right now. That's what they score in 1 week. But 3+ earned runs given up in 3 straight starts. The Dodgers coming off a loss, like I mentioned. I think their bats are going to come out hot here. I mean, he's given up a ton of runs to a lot of other worse offenses right now. Dodgers just been kind of so-so in regards to average, but they're still hitting some home runs, still scoring runs. So I like them to score 3 in the first 5 innings. Second one, it's early game. Nationals money line plus 114. So they are an underdog, but they've been competitive this year. As you know, their offense has kind of been hit and miss, obviously. But Richardson, who's pitched well for the Minnesota Twins, kind of a weird, fishy line a little bit because he has such good numbers, and now he's going into Nationals to face the Nationals, and they're only a small favorite. It's a day game. Weird stuff happens. But this Twins team, it's not like they're some great team either. They're 2-8 in their last 10 games. It's in Nationals ballpark. I like them at plus money in a game with Jake Irvin on the mound, who's been pretty solid, especially at home. So I like the plus money there for the Nats money line. And then the third one, we saw it on the pitcher K matchup. Michael King over 5.5 Ks. I think I saw this at -120 or 125. We already talked about it a little bit. Reds' third highest K team versus righties in the last 3 weeks, 25.4%. King has 5 or more Ks in 4 of the last 5 starts. I know we need 6. He has 6+ Ks in 3 of the last 5 starts, and he has 18 Ks combined in the last 2 starts. I mean, maybe he's turning the corner even more and becoming just some lethal strikeout guy, but 18 in the last 2 starts is pretty impressive. We all know the Cincinnati Reds have a lot of swing and miss guys. Not quite to the Mariners level, but they got a lot of swing and miss guys. I think 5.5 is a tick too low. I don't even know what I was trying to say. I thought it would be at 6.5, but I like Michael King over 5.5. Nats money line. Dodgers team total over 2.5 in the first 5 innings as my leans right now. Again, I'm going to probably add a bet, maybe even before I go to bed, because I know when I wake up, baseball is starting right away. But I'll have at least 1 more, maybe 2 more added plays. So that's what I got for you today. Thank you guys for listening. Let's go check out the recap. All right, the 2 plays so far. We got Kyle Tucker 1+ hit and Jose Quintana to not record a win at plus 100 on DraftKings. And then give me the Nerfy and the Brewers Marlins game at -130 on DraftKings. If you fast forward to this part, I gave 3 leans out, 1 or 2 maybe added, but I'm going to add plays very quickly, very soon. So check the pinned comments on X and on Discord. That's what we got for you for the Wednesday show in the MLB. I hope you guys go get some winners. I know the MLB is tough. Just keep bankroll management. But I have a ton of fun talking baseball with you guys. This community is awesome. Hopefully you guys get a ton of ideas and some good bets, and this saves you some time with your research help and all that. But again, if you haven't checked it out, go check out that NBA video. We appreciate all the support. Hope you have a great Wednesday, and we'll talk to you soon.